Hello dear students. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. So with this, let us move forward to our next topic, which is speech writing. Today, I will tell you how to write a speech. So get ready with your pen and notebook. Yes? Are you ready? Now let's begin. All the writing that you do, all the writing tasks have a purpose. When you are writing a speech, make sure you are writing to inform people, to persuade them, to convince them, or to entertain them. Clarity of the purpose will ensure clarity in the choice of style and vocabulary. Now in question 2, part A of class 12 English language paper comes directed writing, which is of 20 marks. And speech writing comes under this. You have to write speech in about 300 words. And you know the marks it contains. It is of 20 marks. So, you have to write a speech which is good and effective. Today, I'll tell you the format of a speech. Now, you can see you have heading, body and conclusion in the format. In order to write a perfect speech, we must be well acquainted with the topic and must possess a wide range of vocabulary, a thorough knowledge of the subject, some research and excellent organizational skill. A perfect speech must consist of heading, yes, body and a conclusion. Now, when we talk about heading, what should the heading have? The heading should be catchy and not more than 5 to 6 lines. You can go as creative as you want. With this one, just make sure you do not devote too much time on it in the examination. Don't spend too much of time writing all that unnecessary thing in the heading. It should be precise. Yes? And then your opening line, you have to concentrate on the opening line. This includes the salutation, introduction of the topic on which you are delivering the speech. Then comes the body. It is the main part of your speech writing. It is always prescribed that you begin with a short introduction on the topic. It means you have to be precise. Then you need to explain the current situation, the problem, if there is any problem, and whether after any corrective action, betterment in the situation has been observed or not. You may have too many points, so follow a sequence and choose only a few best ones. You don't have to put the points which are not at all important. Unnecessarily, do not exaggerate. Just put the best ones. Remember your word limit because you have limited time. So just do not go on writing and writing. Do not deviate from the topic. You can give your personal opinion, but that also just in 1 or 2 lines. Always begin and end with a strong point. Always begin with a very strong point. It will catch the attention of the audience. It would be great if you could add quotes to motivate the people. In your conclusion, what you have to do is, you should thank the audience for their cooperation and their patient hearing. Now let me give you some tips for speech writing. Yes, there are some do's and don'ts. So first, we will be dealing with do's. First is language. Your language should be suitable for the audience. Yes? For example, if you have big words and there are children in the audience, will they be able to follow? No. So, your language should be suitable for your audience. Second, use quotes. It brings weightage to your speech. Third, write your speech in paragraphs. Write it in paragraphs so that your speech looks neat and clean. Fourth, read newspapers, editorials or opinions. They'll give new ideas and opinions that may help you. I always tell you that. Keep on reading. Next is presentation. Presentation is very important. Anything which is presentable, very well presentable, is of course very good, isn't it? Very catchy. Next, check your grammar and spelling. Very important. The 7th point is plan before you pen. Make a list of all important points on the rough sheet so that you do not forget relevant points while writing. Many a times we forget certain points which just comes in and then we are unable to pen them down. So please write them down so that you don't miss those points. Now I'll tell you what you should not do. That is don'ts. Don't plunge right into what you want to say without an opening line. Don't greet your audience in any way you wish. For instance, do not greet your teachers and fellow students before your principal. First, you should greet your principal and then your teachers and fellow students. Do not write long paragraphs for body of your speech. It becomes very boring. Next, don't end your speech abruptly without a closing line. And don't forget to thank your audience. You have to thank your audience for their patient hearing. Now, I will give you an example of speech writing.
Now, this is an example of speech writing. So, say if you get a question on speech writing, how will you deal with it? Here is a question. Imagine you are a social worker from a counseling service. The school has invited you to give a speech on dealing with anger to the students. Now write your speech. Use the following notes in your speech. These are the points which you have to include in your speech writing. Anger prompts stress hormones, bad for heart rate and blood pressure, can damage heart muscles and make the heart beat irregular, causing a heart attack. Need to learn to deal with our anger. New technique, stress on shifting anger from heart to head, from an emotional level to an intellectual level. Ask yourself these 4 questions. Is this important? Is my anger necessary? Is the situation modifiable? Is it worth taking action? Organize your thoughts. Think clearly and use your head. When writing your speech, you should remember to use the speech format, use all the notes given, add 2 of your own points, end your speech by the thanking audience. Now, this is what your speech writing should contain. This is your answer which you should write. Good morning, students. I am Peter Tan, a social worker from Peterson Counseling Service. The topic of my speech today is dealing with anger. In case you don't know, anger prompts the outpouring of stress hormones, which causes one's heart rate and blood pressure to rise. An excess of those hormones can damage heart muscles and make the heart beat irregular. This can constrict blood vessels, disrupting plaque, which can block an artery, causing a heart attack. Since anger can cause such adverse health effects, all of us need to learn to deal with our anger. Managing the emotion is neither burying it nor giving into it. The classic way to manage your anger has been to back off, count to 10, then go for a walk. This gives you a few minutes to calm down and regain perspective. However, new techniques stress on shifting your anger from your heart to your head. That is, from an emotional level to an intellectual level. When practicing these techniques, you are to ask yourself these 4 questions. The questions are, is this important? Is my anger necessary? Is the situation modifiable? Is it worth taking action? Such evaluation helps convert your anger into rational thought. If the answers to those questions are all yes, proceed to decide what to do next. By then you have controlled your anger. Another alternative is to put them down in writing. This process forces you to organize your thoughts, think clearly and use your head rather than lose it. Doing a cost-benefit analysis is also useful. Ask yourself, is getting angry going to gain me anything? If the answer is no, let it go. In this way, you are managing anger and not suppressing it. Well, students, I hope my speech has given you some ideas of how to deal with your anger. Thank you for listening. So, if you write your speech in this way, then you will get your 20 marks.
Hope you have understood how to write a speech. And your today's assignment is, imagine you are a counselor from Ram Child Development Center. You have been invited to give a speech to a group of parents on developing reading skill in children. Use the following points in your speech. You have to amplify these points. Parents and teachers should pay attention to developing reading skill in children. The second point is, children love to learn sound of language. Third point, read books aloud to them, that is to the children. Next point, inculcate the reading habit, that is in children. Guide child by pointing to pictures and say the name of various objects. Yes, this is the question and you have to write a speech. This is your assignment. You have to amplify the points which are given here. And you have to write a speech. Yes? Yes. Keep on practicing this. And I would like to tell you, they also serve who only stand and wait. So, stay home, stay safe.